Mr. Lockhart, my name is Heinrich Warner. I am the director of the sanitarium here.
How long have I been here?
3 days.
Oh, Jesus.
You can count yourself lucky. It was a clean break, although I do feel partly responsible. The locals tell me I should hunt the deer on the property, but I can't bring myself to harm the innocent creatures. After all, they were here long before us.
I need to call New York.
I took the liberty of informing your office of the accident, if that's your concern. They agreed with me. But business can wait, and your health cannot.
Hank Green said that.
Even the acting head of a major Wall Street finance firm can't argue with the consequences of a serious car accident. We don't get many visitors here. Most of my patients have done extraordinary things. Built vast fortunes, commanded great empires, but at a terrible cost. They have no one who cares for them. Mr. Pembroke is lucky. He has you. So, do your best to relax. Enjoy yourself. You are at the foot of the Swiss Alps, one of the most beautiful places in the world. Think of it as an enforced vacation. Although I know you Americans are not so good at vacations, are you? And remember, you're at altitude. It can take a while to acclimatize, so please, make sure you drink plenty of water.
It is Mr. Pembroke, isn't it? Do I know you? My name is Lockhart, Mr. Green sent me.
I thought they'd send Morris.
Morris is dead. Heart attack. Mr. Pembroke, I've come to bring you back to New York.
You want me to leave here?
Just for a few days.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
I'm not well.
You look all right to me.
It's because you are blind. As I was. But soon you'll see. Rest assured, they'll take good care of you.
I'm not a patient.
What happened to your leg?
Mr. Pembroke, the situation in New York is really quite serious.
No longer my concern. The director says I must not involve myself in business matters. Have you met Director Bulmer?
This morning.
He's a great man. Kind man. Not like other doctors.
Mr. Pembroke.
This obsession with blood. You see, they have it all wrong. Do you know the body is 65% water? It's our fluids that must be purified.
Word that the merger is in trouble is leaked. The share price is in free fall.
Lockhart? You're not any relation to Henry Lockhart, are you?
My father. You knew him?
You started out together. Terrible what happened to him. They said there was a boy left in the car. He didn't deserve what we did to him.
What do you mean?
He was an honest man, and we destroyed him for it.
Well, people get fucked over every day. Either you have what it takes to survive or you don't.
I suppose you do. Is that why you came all this way? Ambition? Then you have it worse than any of us.
What's that?
The sickness. Your father saw the truth long before the rest of us. The pointlessness of the entire endeavor. We've all done terrible things. So many terrible things.
We heard about the accident. You're American, aren't you, Mr.
Lockhart.
Frank Hill, Stockholm. And this is Mr. Nair from London.
Bombay, originally. I see you've met Mrs. Watkins, an amateur historian.
Yes, of course. How rude. Victoria Watkins, 40 years at Xerox.
Why don't you pull up a chair? We need a fourth.
Careful. Like most Brahmins, he cheats.
Coming from a venture capitalist, I take that as a compliment.
Actually, I was just on my way back to New York with Mr. Pembroke.
Then he's feeling better?
Well enough.
I suppose that's wonderful news. Isn't that right, Mr. Nair?
Wonderful news.
Mrs. Watkins, time for your achievement.
Yes, of course. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Lockhart. Safe travels.
Where's Pembroke? The patient that was in this room, where is he?
I thought you were Pembroke.
Mr. Lockhart, please, won't you join us? The sturgeon is excellent, unless, of course, you prefer the venison. I couldn't let it go to waste.
Where's Pembroke?
Mr. Pembroke has, unfortunately, taken a turn for the worse. I fear your conversation about business matters has set him back somewhat. But no matter, we have moved him on to the next stage of treatment.
He looked all right to me.
But you're not a doctor.
Well, maybe it's time for a second opinion.
Well, that, of course, is up to Mr. Pembroke.
And he's not available. You know, ever since I got here, you people have been giving me the runaround.
I would ask you please to keep your voice down.
Oh, we wouldn't want to upset the clientele, would we?
Mr. Lockhart, giving you the runaround is the furthest thing from my mind. My sole concern is for the welfare of my patients.
It's bad for business if people start getting better. Am I right?
What are you implying, Mr. Lockhart?
Old people paying through the teeth for what, water? What's your overhead anyway?
That is not your concern.
Look, I don't want to have to get lawyers involved, but I came to take Pembroke back to New York, and that's what I'm going to do if I have to hit him over his head and drag him out by his hair.
Are you feeling all right, Mr. Lockhart? You seem pale.
I'm fine.
You're bleeding.
What?
No signs of concussion? Any headaches? Hallucinations?
No.
You may dress. Are you drinking the water?
Yes.
Good. Make sure you do. I took the liberty of running a few tests after the accident.
Hannah. Isn't it?
Yes. She's a very special case.
What does that mean exactly?
She was exposed to serious trauma when she was very young. Her development was delayed, and she did not utter a word until she was 11 years old. Please understand, Mr. Lockhart, she's like a daughter to me. But we are here to discuss you. An imbalance in your fluids, strain to the major organs, depleted immune system, many indicators that you have in common with most of my patients, but I will confess I have never seen a case as advanced as this in someone so young.
Is that right?
Tell me, Mr. Lockhart, when was the last time that you actually felt well? And before you came here, when was the last time that you even slept through the night? The mind may lie, but the body cannot. I should like to help you. What we offer here is a simple process of purification away from the pressures of the modern world. A return to a simpler time. Mr. Pembroke would not be ready to travel for a day or two, and if you're willing, I would like to recommend the treatment. I can speak to the duty nurse, and we may be able to start as early as this evening.
If you think it's necessary.
Good. Are you ready, Mr. Lockhart? Then let us begin. Life on this planet first came from water. We spent the first 9 months of our existence submerged. Our bodies mostly liquid. This sensory deprivation chamber simulates a return to that embryonic state. Think of it as a cleansing of the mind as much as the body. Some patients experience increased heart rate, visions, even primal memories. But rest assured, it's just the toxins leaving the system. Give yourself over completely to the process, and you will see the results. Keep a close eye on him.
Yes, sir. Mr. Lockhart, the treatment lasts 30 minutes. I'll be monitoring you from here. If you have any issues, just tap on the side of the tank. Mr. Lockhart, are you all right?
Try to stay calm.
I'm terribly sorry. Something must have gone wrong with the machine.
There's something in the water. There's something in the fucking water!
There is nothing in the water, Mr. Lockhart.
But I saw them.
As the director explained, some patients experience visions with this particular treatment.
Just the toxins leaving the body. It's all part of the cure.
You need to rest now. I will help you to your room.